So today we're looking at our Coleus. The temperature is dropping, we're in autumn now, and we're going to look at how to overwinter our Coleus. But look at the lovely colours that we've got on our Coleus. Look at the lovely colours. Pretty leaves. They've all come into flower now, and we can save the seeds of the flower and we can sow them on another day. Just wait until they're brown and then you can collect them. Coleus will not keep in a greenhouse, in a cold greenhouse. As soon as the frost comes, it will die. There's no way of keeping it in a cold greenhouse, unlike geraniums or fuchsias. They won't last. So the only way that we can only winter Coleus is by taking the whole basket back inside the house, or you can take cuttings. So I'm going to show you how we prepare our Coleus for cuttings and just preparing it to take it indoors for the winter, and then we can bring it back out in the spring. So let me show you. Look at the lovely colours on the Coleus. Look at them, they're lovely. Serrated edges, all the different colours. We've got this one in a sweet jar in a hanging basket. So that was easy to take out the basket. And we've got our pot ready to take indoors. So we're going to take some cuttings of some of these. If we're just taking it indoors, we need to remove the flower stalks. We go down to the end of the stalk and we cut. You can see the tiny little flowers on the Coleus. They're so tiny, so tiny. By pinching off the flowers on the Coleus, it's going to redirect the plant's energy back into the leaves and the stems, and it will help maintain the compact shape. So we're just going through, removing. If you want to collect the seeds, then by all means leave them on there. Wait for them to dry. There we go. And that's how we deadhead our Coleus. And we're going to take some cuttings, and I might take a cutting of this here. I'm going to take this cutting here. So I'm looking for a long stem with a bud that we can cut, leaving us some flowers on the top. So I'm going to cut down, and there we have our cutting. So we remove the bottom leaves, and this is where the roots shall appear. And we're going to remove the top two leaves, and that is our cutting. And just move these over. We've got a pot. So we've cut our cutting just underneath the bud there, and then we can place our cutting into our pot. Fill it up with water. and within 2 to 3 weeks we should start seeing some shoots come through. Replace the water every week just to renew the oxygen in the water, and there we go. Keep this indoors, but we have to beware of cats and dogs. Coleus are poisonous to cats and dogs, so we've got to be aware of them being indoors. But there we go, that's how we overwinter our Coleus. We're going to go through the bigger plants, deadheading flowers. There is mention of cutting it right down. As long as there's no disease, stems, just removing any damaged leaves and flower stalks, and there we go. That's how we overwinter our Coleus. We look forward to this growing back in the spring and all these lovely colours. So if you have your Coleus in your raised beds, you could always just dig it out, put it into a little flower pot, remove the compost, and then repot it in a bit of new compost and keep that in your house. So these are going to go and sit inside the house, near a window, near a nice light area of the room, not in direct sunlight, and we look forward to seeing them in the spring. So let me know, have you grown any Coleus? Have you grown them from cuttings? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to know how to overwinter fuchsias, click this video here.